3, 2, 1. Welcome to The Peaceful Truth, the podcast where we talk about everything from feminism, feminist issues, and more. You are joined by your co-hosts, Meghan Hoharts and
Kenzie and Meghan.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I think, again, why is the summer so busy? I don't know. It's just a crazy busyness.
I guess there's just a new baby.
I guess so. What about you? What'd you do this weekend?
It was pretty much all about Hannah. It was a Hannah weekend. So we discovered a really cool dog park that is literally the most ginormous dog park you've ever seen in your life.
Where is it?
It's called Magnuson Park.
What's it like? Take us on a journey.
It is, imagine the most ginormous field you've ever seen in your life, and it's completely fenced in. Like, completely. Perfect. And so Hannah did so good. She would like walk in front of us and get ahead, and then she'd stop and look around for us. Aww. And then she knows the word touch, Touch, and so you put your hand down and say that word, and then she comes running up and touches your hand, and then she gets a treat. And so we would practice that, and obviously we practice that in our apartment, but it's one thing different to be in like a space where she's like, what the heck is going on? And so she was really good at it.
Yeah, where she had more authority of the situation.
Yeah. And more outside influences.
Right.
And so that was really fun. So we'll probably hit that place up, relatively frequently. And then we went to Discovery Park. Have you been before?
I think so. Can you remind me of where it's at and what?
It's, the biggest trail is called the Loop Trail. It's 3 miles and it's all the way around, and you get like beautiful picturesque views of the water and the mountains.
Yes, I have.
So it's past Queen Anne. Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
So we did the 3 mile trail loop with her.
Aww.
And she really liked that. And so it was just purely all about Hannah.
That's perfect. Yeah, this weekend, I've just had family and friends in over and over and over and over again. So it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. But I'm kind of ready to get to a routine again. I have been out of my routine for like 3 to 4 weeks.
And you've probably been going out to dinner and lunch like every day.
Right. 100%.
And just eating.
Eating.
And drinking.
I mean, I won't complain.
Yeah.
But
what was the favorite place that you went to, either with any of the family or friends that visited?
Oh, gosh. Well, I had never been to the Glass Museum.
Oh, that place is awesome.
And I went there with the Andersons, some of my family friends from my childhood who were still very close, but that's how we met.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
It's so awesome.
So beautiful. And really cool story. Let's see. We also went to Snoqualmie Falls. But as far as restaurants, actually, can I say a restaurant I did that with friends that are local? Last night I went to Umi, the sushi place, and it was so good. I got the Mango Tango guys, and I'm like a huge fan of mango and sushi. And so it's like tuna and mango, and then on the inside it was more mango and bell peppers, and then there was cilantro. So it was really good.
Yum.
I know. And I don't know, I've been getting more this past like year into combining fruit into more food. I think in my mind I was very like, fruit is separate from like vegetables or meat, like very separate.
Yeah.
But this year I've been like being more risque.
Oh, wow. You're just growing up. Your palate is so complex.
I know. Now I have mango and tuna. I don't know where my Australian accent just came. And then I had strawberry feta cheese salad.
That's my favorite.
It was so good with walnuts.
And balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah, girl. Oh,
that's the best.
Now I'm going to go, after this episode, I'm literally going to the grocery store to remake it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so easy to do.
And then what's my third thing? Grilling peaches and putting them with mozzarella and basil and balsamic. I mean,
I'm about to pass out so good.
I'm all into my fruit right now. I don't know where all these accents are coming from.
You are also a really good chef.
I don't think so, but thank you.
Remember that time you made me burrito bowls minus the meat?
I don't know if that counts as a chef.
It was so good.
Thank you.
Remember, what did you say after you made it? You took a bite and you go, compliments to the chef. And she was the chef. Compliments to the chef.
So extra at all times.
I was like, this is extremely good. It was really good. And it was so easy.
I'm just going to have to make Chef Kenzie segments.
Seriously.
Okay, so today, so you're going to have to forgive us today. Now I'm like paranoid that we've done this episode.
I don't think so.
So we wanted to define explicitly feminism.
I'm sure we've talked about it before.
And we wanted to talk about the stereotypes of feminism. I think it's just come up within episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's been an explicit episode.
Explicit.
Like on its own.
It
Not
sounds
like
like
explicit
a
as in
Drake album that only 18-year-old and plus can listen to.
That's
It's
what our
explicit.
podcast is rated. I rate it
plus?
explicit.
You do?
Well, yeah, because sometimes we talk about like rape and stuff.
Oh.
And we also curse sometimes. So,
Yeah.
I mean.
At first we tried not to, but that was really difficult.
I mean, we're trying to be casual, right? We're just having a chit chat with some of our girlfriends and some man friends, right?
Yeah.
No?
I hate it.
Man friends. That should be the new word for guys that are your friends instead of boyfriends. Like friends that are your
friends.
boys.
Yeah.
Man friends.
My man friend Desmond.
Oh no, that's your boyfriend or your fiance.
He's my fiance.
Your fiance.
Desmond. I hate whenever he listens to our podcast and it's loud and I can hear it and it drives me insane.
So nice that he listens.
I know, but it drives me crazy.
You don't like your own voice?
I hate my own voice.
I got used to it because I had to be on air.
Especially with these Invisalign.
That made me sound conceited. Sorry. But you hear it all the time.
Apparently, we hear our voices completely different than how they really are.
I used to, but then I have to edit our podcast. I have to hear myself. So now it's like more in tune, I think, with what I actually do sound like.
You think that you hear the way that...
Now I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I used to not.
Dude, I hope I don't sound like what I think I sound.
You sound wonderful.
Oh, well, thanks.
You sound like an angel.
Oh, thanks. You know who I miss?
Who?
Jenna Marbles.
I listen to her all the time. Why are you missing her?
I don't know. I just haven't kept up with her lately. I really need to get back in. How are they doing?
They're doing great. They bought a house. Like
They
a big
bought a house.
mansion. I guess she's been like saving up for a long time. Because I always thought, I was like, I feel like she could live a little bit higher than this. But
And they were always renting, but she was just saving.
She bought it, for a nice house.
Are they doing good? Do they still love each other?
Yeah.
How are the dogs?
I think so. They're good.
The dogs are good?
Yeah.
What about the hamster?
The hamster died.
Oh, he died.
Hamsters don't live that long.
Was it just like in the sleep, like peaceful?
I don't know.
Hopefully it was peaceful.
I don't know. My hamster died from wet tail, which is a very common disease. So I wonder if that's what theirs did. It's not. It's. I don't know. It's like. I don't know if it's like their tail literally gets wet and they die, or it's like their tail has a disease and then it's like part of it is being wet, so someone calls it wet tail.
How did you find out that that's what your hamster died of?
I just remember my mom being like, they can die of wet tail.
Dude, your mom totally made this up.
No.
Your mom made this up. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
My hamster's name was Sweet Pea.
Mine was Chewy.
Chewy and Sweet Pea.
And oh my God, for my boyfriend in high school, I bought him a hamster and I bet my parents or his parents hated me.
Oh my God, totally.
They didn't hate me, but I'm sure that they were like, oh God.
How long did that one live?
They kept it there. Like a year. And then I got Cody one too, and we were told to take it right back. Why did I buy people hamsters? What a douche.
Did it? So what happened to the hamster that you got Cody?
We took it back to the store.
To Petco?
Yeah.
Oh man. Kenzie, do not get me a hamster. Des would be so pissed. I'd be really happy.
My getting hamster days for other humans is over, I think.
Hannah would kill that thing in 2 seconds.
Did we even tell them what we were talking about, or did we just get into a wild tangent just then?
We told them high level, feminist, what it means, the stereotypes, and how we probably have talked about it before a little bit in all episodes, but now we're just going to really
explicitly
dive in. Explicit.
Okay, so what's your definition of feminism, Migs?
Feminism or feminist?
Both.
Feminist to me means somebody who wants to stand up and make sure that all sexes are equal and are treated equally. And then feminism, the act of being female, whether born or chosen.
See, I define feminism as the human rights movement or activism to make all sexes equal. It's not like an extreme. It's just the desire to make gender equality. And if you're a feminist, you believe in the act of feminism, which is that all genders are equal.
Ah.
Know what I mean?
Know what you mean.
So I wanted to go in some bad stereotypes. So this is from Berry College. It's an article called Myths About Feminism. And I want you to say if they're true or false, as we are both feminists.
Okay.
Feminists hate men.
False. I love men. Especially
like men
my
too.
fiancé.
No, I love men.
And my dad.
Dads are the best.
And my friends.
Me too. No, I have a lot of great men in my life. I do not hate men at all.
Cody, for instance, is awesome. He's a man.
Yeah.
I love men.
Yeah, me too. We love them.
So that's false.
Feminists are angry.
I mean, at times.
I think when it's called for, not angry. Maybe angry is the wrong word.
Passionate.
Yeah, because you're fighting for equal rights, right?
Yeah. But I see how we could get that bad stereotype.
Feminists are unattractive and not feminine.
Ah! I don't know. I think you're beautiful.
I think we're girly girls. I love makeup and I love dresses.
I think that that's false.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that stereotype is probably breaking a lot since the Me Too movement has so many women that are feminine.
Wait, real quick. Speaking of the Me Too movement, is it true that, oh crap, what's his name? The guy that has a really deep voice, he's African American, really deep voice, old man, actor, Morgan Freeman.
I'll let you get there on your own, apparently.
What? Is it true that he's been, I think it's come up, the allegations have been against him. I'm like, no.
I haven't seen that. So I don't know. It wasn't there.
This Me Too movement is huge, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, you never know what creeps out around the corner. But he might be innocent.
Right. I heard of it because apparently it's a thing.
Oh, man. I'll have to look that up. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I wanted to look that up, too. And we could do a whole nother episode on Me Too. I know we've already done one, but we could do a follow-up.
We could do hundreds, I feel like.
Okay.
Sure. So we're all lesbians.
False.
I swing for the fellas. That's why I don't hate men.
Exactly.
Feminists are all pro-choice.
Ooh, that's a interesting one.
I don't agree. I think that is a myth. Why I'm saying that is because if feminism is just truly, you believe in the equality of the sexes, I believe that pro-choice, you could also believe that you could also be pro-life, but think all people are equal.
Okay. I think that if you were to poll all people who consider them feminists, I'm curious what the ratio would be.
It would probably definitely be leaning because it's all about the equality of the body is what pro-life people or pro-choice people are doing. But I don't want to like segment people who are pro-life to not being a feminist.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah. Let's see. If you are a feminist, you cannot be religious.
Ooh, interesting.
Which isn't true. You're religious.
I'm religious.
I'm not, but I don't think that has anything to do with my feminism.
Religious, but I'm a very liberal religious person. But yeah, I think that's false as well.
No, I actually know several women who are very religious, who are feminists.
Yeah.
All feminists are career women and don't support stay-at-home moms. That is false. We've talked about that being false.
We've talked about that being false.
And that it's a woman's choice.
Mm-hmm.
And we should never shame any woman. And who knows? Like, the chemicals in your body might change, like, when you have a baby. And you just need to be with them. And you need that to be your job. And I don't think that's any less than any other job.
I hate leaving my dog, and it's not even a human being.
Yeah, can you imagine birthing a baby and then you're like, all right, time to go back to work?
Yeah, I think it's a case-by-case and situation-by-situation basis.
For sure. We're all bra burners who hate sex.
False.
If anything, feminists love sex because it's all about the freedom of the body and freeing, well, at least modern feminism. Don't you think modern feminism is a little different? Like, it's all about being your body and being sexual as you want to be?
Yes, I would agree with what you're saying.
Okay. And also we're wearing bras right now. Okay. I kind of feel uncomfortable sometimes not wearing a bra, but lately I will admit this past year I haven't worn as many bras, but I think it's fashion related, my reasons.
I feel uncomfortable too, and then I'm like, this sucks having to feel uncomfortable.
But then also I have like really small boobs, and
it's just
sometimes a bra hurts my back.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Sometimes you just want to let them hang.
Yeah, just let them go. Listen, mine don't hurt when I walk around and nothing's on. I'm just like, I could run probably and it'd be fine.
I could run and there'd be no bouncing movement.
Same. Feminists can only be women. That's also
false.
Clearly, we had Cody on. Feminists don't believe in marriage.
False.
If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. If you like it, then look at Meg's ring. Boom. Hi. Okay. So I also wanted to talk about the word feminazis.
Ooh. I've never heard of this.
What?
I've never heard of a feminazi.
You have a feminist podcast and you've never heard the word feminazi. Someone called us that on our YouTube comment.
Really?
On our YouTube comments.
Somebody called us that?
Yeah.
Did you show it to me?
Yeah, that was the Disney Princess episode.
Oh.
When you post anything feminism in the title, you get like automatic men haters. But there's like a whole movement, I guess, that had to do with that one that one like extreme time. Was it in Charlottesville?
Oh yeah.
There's like an extreme group of men who are trying to like do men rule sort of a thing.
Yeah, I remember what time you're talking about.
I just think it's those type of trolls. They're like those type of people that believe in that.
That's funny that's what they commented on the Disney Princess episode, because we were both saying that we like Disney princesses.
Yeah, they clearly didn't listen. And then I think it's a derogatory term. It was made popular by Rush Limbaugh, who is an extremely... Limbaugh? Is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
Limbaugh? Who's an extremely conservative DJ. He's controversial because his bias makes him not perfectly factual. That's my analysis of him. But so that's biased. But according to The Guardian, it was made popular by Rush. But now it's used to humiliate, in my opinion, and shut down the voice of feminists and anything pro-women's rights. Like, I think it's just used as a tactic to shut people up, shut people down. Because if you have the word Nazi in there, it makes you sound awful, authoritarian, like you're going to take something over. And really, we don't hate men.
No.
We're not trying to make men not be a part of society. And any woman that says that isn't a true feminist. Because feminism is equality of the sexes.
Equality, not one greater than the other.
Right. And I think it's had people say it. I think it's more authoritarian and confusing. And it's trying to confuse people with derogatory words. Anyway, extremism of any sort is never good, but having that term in general puts a negative stereotype around feminists. I just never think extremism is good, whether it's a feminist, whether it's anyone. I think an extreme feminist of what people interpret a feminist as being isn't a real feminist because it's not equality. But feminists don't want to limit and they don't hate men. They just want equality and to be treated with the same respect as men.
Couldn't have said it better.
So examples of people seeming to freak out by it. I don't know if you've ever like told people you're a feminist, but I've been intimidated to tell men, like when I'm on a first date or something like that, in Seattle, I am worried to tell them that I have a feminist podcast, and I know I shouldn't give a shit. And I don't, because I actually end up saying it. But at the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, God, I have a feminist podcast. And I'm like waiting for their face to either be like, ah, shit.
Can you imagine, like, you feel that way in dating in Seattle? Can you imagine how you would feel dating in Texas?
Yeah, I know. They'd probably be like, there's no reason. And I've had that guy I went on a date with here tell me that feminism shouldn't be a thing.
And you also had a guy tell you, aren't you going to run out of things to talk about?
Yeah. Well, this episode maybe isn't a good idea. Good example of that because we accidentally maybe repeated it.
But hey, we're over a year in and we haven't run out of things to talk about.
No.
And we have like 5 guests coming up.
Yeah.
For sure, 2.
Eventually we'll have 5 more. No, I'm just kidding. I think we're just being too real right now. So examples of other examples. I've heard women say they don't identify as feminists, but they believe in equality. And I'm like, they're just too worried to identify as one.
They just don't want to say the word. But they're like, I believe in equality, but I'm not a feminist.
But that shows that there's like some sort of stigma out there and that there is some sort of negativity revolved because I'm nervous to say it. Other women are nervous to say it. And I've had even women come up to me and they're like, oh, I love your podcast, but I don't strictly identify as a feminist. And they were like, I believe everything you say, though. And I'm like, well, it's just equality of the sexes, right?
I see it as just equality of the sexes.
I get it if you don't. It's okay if you have a different opinion. That's just my definition. So I feel like if you believe that, you're a feminist. And I just want to get the stigma not out there. And I also don't think feminism is a political thing. I think that you could be conservative and be a feminist. Like, I think the Conservative Party in general has had some bad publicity recently. But like, if you identify with the basic conservative principles, I don't think you couldn't be a feminist. I think it's all about anything that has to do with human rights isn't political to me. It's basic human decency.
Wow. Okay, quote girl. That was the best quote ever.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
She's on fire.
On fire. So what are you looking forward to this week?
Saturday's my birthday.
I know. Everyone's birthday is in this month. What are you doing for your birthday?
Well, I told Des that I wanted to spend the day with Hannah and go to all the dog parks and do all the walking. And then on the way home from Discovery Park, there's a lavender farm.
Oh my God.
And lavender is my favorite. And so we pass it every time. And so this time we're going to stop and get lavender. And then I said, I want to go to dinner somewhere we've never been before. So
Perfect.
He's going to take me to somewhere.
Do you want to do any girl things or not?
Maybe on Sunday or Monday.
Okay. Yeah, we got to.
Okay. And then I want to go to Molly Moon's.
Perfect.
You know how obsessed I am with that place.
I think we both are. Yep. That sounds like a perfect weekend.
Dude, I may go to Molly Moon's every day this week. It's my birthday week.
It's your birthday month.
It's my birthday month.
I have so many Leos in my life right now. Like, I've had like 4 birthdays
There's a lot of us out there.
I know. It's great, though.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. What about you?
Let's see. Well, maybe being more on schedule.
Perfect.
As lame as that sounds.
Wow, that's so exciting.
I don't know. I'm so busy 24/7.
I do
that I just
understand. I do understand, though. There's lots of guests. There's lots of making sure that they're having fun. Lots of making reservations for dinner. I get what you're saying.
It's true. We need a girls' day then.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good.
Sunday or Monday.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you guys for listening.
Bye.
Bye.